Dolphins fans, welcome in to this edition of the Dolphins Today Mailbag. We're filming this during our Dolphins live show. Appreciate you joining us live. Or if you're watching the video we put out a few days after the fact, thanks for watching that as well. Certainly a lot to discuss leading up to Sunday's big playoff game against the Buffalo Bills. First playoff appearance in 6 years for the fans. I think we're all really excited about it. AJ Sweet super chatted. We appreciate AJ. $10 super chat. He's got an interesting question for us here. Did you hear about the rumors about the Bears trading away Justin Fields and drafting a quarterback? What are the odds the Dolphins go after him? So, yeah, there's some chatter because the Bears have the number 1 overall pick. Bryce Young is the clear-cut best player in the draft, best quarterback in the draft. And there's some talk that what if the Bears draft Bryce Young and trade Justin Fields? Personally, AJ, I would be very surprised if that happened. Justin Fields had a great year 2. He showed his potential. Had what? The best rushing season, Jack, of any second best rushing season of any quarterback that we've ever seen. So I'd be shocked if they traded Fields. If they do trade away Fields, it would certainly be interesting to pursue him. I think he would fit pretty well into Mike McDaniel's offense. I think he has Lamar Jackson type of potential. I really do. Maybe more durability there with Fields. Lamar's missed some time this year. But, yeah, I might be a little bit interested if Tua decides to step away from the game. But I would rather have Tua at quarterback than Justin Fields. I expect, though, AJ, the Bears to trade out of the number 1 slot. I think the Colts are going to trade into the number 1 slot and take Bryce Young, number 1 overall in the draft. Carl Branson, what's up? Did you see that Colin Cowherd says we should go after Derek Carr? Yeah, people in the office, when they saw that on Cowherd's show, were hitting me up about this. Yeah, so Colin Cowherd on his show today said that Derek Carr is the best fit. I should say Miami is the best fit for Derek Carr. I have mixed feelings about this. I don't really want DC. I think he's a good player. I think he might go to a place like the Jets and do really well. But there is some chatter after Cowherd said this about the Dolphins being a fit. Derek Carr did bid farewell to the Raiders today. He's leaving Las Vegas. He's going to be a hot commodity on the trade block here. And Mitchell Renz, the host of the Raiders Report here, put this together. He listed the Dolphins as one of the top 5 trade destinations for Derek Carr. Here's what he said. Raiders receive a second-round pick, a third-round pick, and again, that's going to be the first pick the Dolphins have, so I'm not crazy about giving up that second-round pick. Dolphins receive Derek Carr and a 5th-round pick. I would not do this trade. Do you want to trade for Derek Carr, though? Type T for trade or type D for don't. Here's my problem with trading for Derek Carr. You'd be downgrading at quarterback. Just a fact. Tua is the better quarterback. You'd be downgrading QB if you trade for Derek Carr. Type T for trade, type D for don't, down in the comment section. Gizar, what's up? Appreciate the super chat, by the way. I just found out about this channel a week ago and been loving every second of it. All love here from Houston. That's my hometown, bro. H-Town for life. Also, I watched Howard's film. A little scared to see how he holds up against Diggs. Yeah, that's one of the big matchups I'm watching for, Gizar. Xavien Howard against Stefon Diggs. Because if the Dolphins want to have any chance to win this game, they have got to contain Stefon Diggs. Josh Allen's been going to him. I mean, Garrett Wilson, a rookie, cooked X last week. X has to step up in this game. I know he's had a bad season, but what better time for him to get back on the right track? Better late than never, I know. But he's got to step up if the Dolphins want to win this game. The entire secondary does. The Bills, very, very tough matchup for the Dolphins when you're talking about their wide receiver room. Timothy Washington. And when you say Miami, you're talking Super Bowl. $10 super chat. Timothy, after this mailbag, in between segments on live, I'll do the Dolphins fight song for you. $10 super chat. We appreciate Timothy. I love that. I love that fight song. Did y'all know there's some different versions of that fight song, but T-Pain has a version. Look it up. I was listening to that in the office today. Love that song, man. And when you say Miami. Brandon Cottrell, good to see you again. We appreciate you. Over under Skylar TDs and INTs. All right, Willie Betts here. I'd say over. I'd set the total at 1.5 for Skylar touchdowns. I would say over. I'd set the total for INTs is 0.5. I'd probably say over to that as well. I think Skylar throws for around 200 yards, 2 touchdowns, 1 pick, Brandon. if I had to put a number on it. Winland Wit. I hear rumors of quarterback Tom Brady coming to play for the Miami Dolphins next year. We appreciate Winland always watching the show, by the way. If QB Tua Tagovailoa is healthy and still wants to play in the NFL, what kind of draft pick would Miami get? Oh, that's a great question. So let's say Stephen Ross wants Tom Brady, and they get Tom Brady. Tua ultimately becomes a big trade target. I think he's worth the second-round pick. I think he's worth a second-round pick. Maybe a first. You know what? He's worth a first-round pick. I would say a first-round pick for Tua. I think you could trade Tua for a first-round pick. I know his availability is a concern. The concussions are a concern. He's got to get fully healthy. That's all I care about right now with Tua. Other teams would probably make sure he's healthy. But with the season he just had, Wendland, he led the NFL in quarterback rating. I think he's worth a first-round pick. Bob Vance, should we line up Tyreek in the Wildcat? Yes, Bob Vance. Yes! Vance Refrigeration. I love that show. Yes, Bob Vance. We should do this. I think you got to get creative on offense if you want to win this game. Guys, do you want to see Tyreek in the Wildcat? Y for yes, in for no, down in the comment section. Go down, let me know. Do you want to see Tyreek in the Wildcat on Sunday? You can bet on that game. Chatsports.com/bet. Promo code Dolphins125. Go and pick up a 125% deposit bonus. Right now, the Fins are a 14-point underdog. That spread continues to go up. I think this is going to be more competitive than people think. Go down. Let us know if you think the Dolphins are going to win this game. Chatsports.com/bet. Promo code Dolphins125 to pick up that deposit bonus. Junior Estrada, what's up, man? We appreciate you. Should the Dolphins trade for Lamar Jackson? They do not have the assets to trade for Lamar Jackson. They do not have a first-round pick. They came into this year with 2 first-round picks. They gave one away for Bradley Chubb, and then Stephen Ross lost one for us for tampering. So I don't think they have the assets to get a Lamar deal done. However, if you traded Tua and a second-round pick to Baltimore for Lamar, that might be enough. Wes C., do you think there's any cornerback trade rumors or any offensive line or defensive line rumors? I'm thinking we should trade Bradley Chubb for a second-round pick. Well, here's the problem with that, Wes C. You traded a first-round pick for Bradley Chubb. And then you signed Bradley Chubb to this big contract that he's not been playing up to, quite frankly. So you're not going to be able to trade Bradley Chubb because of his contract. Cornerback trades, I haven't really thought about that yet, Wes. I haven't gone into full offseason mode yet. I'm on this playoff high, so we might be talking offseason next week. We'll see. But I don't think you could trade Bradley Chubb, to be quite frank. Donnie Martin, is Raheem Mostert going to play? That's a great question. So it came out the other day that he suffered a severely broken thumb and he might need surgery. So when Mike McDaniel said this, I'm like, there's no way he's going to play. This was on Monday. Then McDaniel came back Wednesday and said he's not ruling Mostert out. So Mostert's a tough guy. He wants to potentially go out there and play with the club on his hand. It's going to be tough, but we'll see if he can go. Will Raheem Mostert play this week? Type P for play or type W for won't down in the comment section. Go down. Let me know, is Raheem Mostert going to play this week? I think he might surprise us and play. We'll have to wait and see. Lucas Wilder, what's up, man? It's always good to see you in the chat. Any chance Boyer dials up different defensive looks and schemes Sunday to create turnovers or limit Bills' offense? That's a great question. I did notice they kind of mixed up some of the blitz packages, and they were effective against the Jets. The third down packages looked a lot better as well, but again, you were facing Joe Flacco, and now you're facing Josh Allen. It was going to take a lot, and the Dolphins have the worst road defense in the league this year, giving up 31 points per game on the road. Boyer's got to call the game of his life, and I mean the game of his life, Lucas, for the Dolphins to have any chance, and I unfortunately don't have confidence in Josh Boyer to do that. John Ruiz, sign Tom Brady, Josh Jacobs, Taylor Moton, Saquon Barkley, Vic Fangio, Orlando Brown, OBJ, Matt Paris, sign a kicker, Jesse Bates, Dalton Schultz, Rob Gronkowski, Robert Quinn. This guy would be the most aggressive GM in the league. Didn't Robert Quinn just sign an extension, though? I think, okay, he's looking it up, Producer Jack. Tom Brady's possible. Roquan Smith. So Robert Quinn's still out there. Josh Jacobs is going to be a Dolphin. I'm going to call that right now. Josh Jacobs is coming to Miami. Sauce is telling me. Sauces, not sources. Taylor Moton, I think he's going to stay put in Carolina. Saquon, no. I think he's going back to New York. Vic Fangio's probably going to go wherever Sean Payton lands. Orlando Brown, maybe. I would love Orlando Brown. That's a maybe. I'm not saying no to that, John. OBJ, probably not. Matt Paradis, probably not. Sign and kicker, I'm never going to say a bad thing about Jason Sanders again. He sent the Dolphins to playoffs in a 50-yarder. I love Jason Sanders. Give me a Jason Sanders jersey, somebody. Yeah, ice in his veins. Jesse Bates, maybe. That's a maybe as well, John. Dalton Schultz, that's a maybe as well. The Dolphins might be in the tight end market because Gesicki's not coming back. Rob Gronkowski, probably not. Robert Quinn, probably not. There you go, John. That's my guy. Cap Kaplan, can Skylar go off? Yes. Skylar might surprise some people. I think Skylar might surprise some people. He's got to go back to K-State Skylar when he's just running people over. He's like Tim Tebow-esque. But Skylar Thompson, I think, is being underestimated in this game. I think a lot of people are counting the Dolphins out. Skylar might surprise us. We'll have to wait and see. Luke Vannon, what's up? I think we keep Tua, but have him as a backup and trade for backups now for Carr. Tua's not going to be a backup. But I do think you make a good point. I think the Dolphins need to trade or sign a quality backup because of Tua's availability and the concern for that. If the Dolphins go out and get a quality backup quarterback, I mean, look, the Niners have won 9 straight games with third-string quarterback. The Dolphins need to go get a good backup quarterback.